Okay, how's it going? So, tonight is July 15th, and I'll tell you what, whenever I started this Colorado trail, I thought that I would be alone, solo camping. I was solo hiking, and I didn't figure that there'd be too many people on the trail. And what a surprise I had whenever the entire first 2 weeks I met up with a great group of people and hiked with them the entire time and camped with them every night, and it was wonderful. But I'll tell you what, I am a solo hiker and a solo camper normally. I have friends that I go with a lot, but I like going out by myself. And the reason is I can hike as far as I want or as little as I want, and it's all my choice. Also, I like setting up camp in really obscure, weird spots that nobody else goes to, kind of off the beaten path a little bit. And camping with a lot of people, you end up trying to find a big, flat, open area. Sometimes it already has a little campfire ring, a fire ring there so you can have fires. And that's great. I love that too. But I wanted to show you what I'm talking about, where I'm camped, and how when you're a solo camper and if you have the right equipment, you can camp in little teeny spots out of the way, but that are right there and nobody can see you maybe. So this is the trail that I came up here, and this is the last water source here. It's very small, which is fine by me because I can filter that out just perfectly. But this is the trail. So I find my water, and that was like I said, the last little water source there before the big mountain. And I just walk right up here, and I picked out myself a little spot. See, this is the trail. Everybody would walk right by me. Can't see me, can't see my camp, can you? But if you walk right up here, just around the corner, there I am. Through the trees, this is a little game trail. And I set myself up a beautiful little spot here. And that's my tent. Now, you could never fit 4, 5, 6 people here, but a solo camper, all you have to do is find one little flat niche, a little niche here. I mean, as you notice, everything is slanted. I know you can't tell on the video camera, but this is all slanted. One little teeny flat spot fits my tent perfectly. I got to camp, I set everything up. There's all my stuff in here. And that's my tent. It's very pretty. I love the camouflage because it's nice that people can't see your tent, but I mostly have it so that when I'm laying in there, it looks like I'm looking up at the leaves and the trees and stuff, which I like. But I just set it up. Boom, there's my tent right there. My shoes, everything that I got. Then all this firewood is right here that I pulled right off of this little tree. I pulled over this little log here, and then I have my little fire ring that I built, and I could just sit down, make my fire, and I'm right here off of the trail, so that tomorrow morning I could just take off on the trail, which I'm gonna try to do really early in the morning because I gotta get up over a pass. And then I got my water source right over here, which you saw already. All my lumber for the night. And then I got my little sticks, my bigger sticks, my even bigger sticks, and my fire pit. And when I make a fire, if it's wet like it has been, I tend to put sticks down first on the ground, lay them flat, and then I'll make my little pyramid and everything. And I'll have just a cute little fire here. There's my tent right behind me. And a lot of times, or sometimes, if you're a solo hiker, you wouldn't have a fire at all. If you didn't want to, I could cook my food just fine with Esbit tablets and my little cook stove. I am making a fire here though because I'm right on a game trail. I mean, I see a game trail coming right here, going to the water. And I'm sure it's just a deer game trail, and that's just fine. But sometimes if you make a little fire, then animals, bears particularly, will smell that and not want to be around it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a deterrent. Plus, it helps out with the mosquitoes and stuff like that. And as everybody knows, having a campfire is just awesome. So I am gonna have a little fire. Right now it's getting late. It's like 6 o'clock, and all my chores are done pretty much though. You know, I could make my fire and then just make my dinner, and then all it is just changing clothes and hopping in bed. But my tent, my bed, everything's all set up already. Now, whenever I do something like this, off the beaten path where other people have not camped, in the morning, I will get rid of all of these rocks. I will, you know, dig out my pit, cover it all up, disperse any lumber that's still left around. I pick up everything that's behind me, my tent and stuff, and I leave no trace that I was here. It's called low impact camping or no trace camping. And I'm a firm believer in no trace camping. You know, if it wasn't there when you got there, don't leave it there when you leave. I hope everybody does that. But like I said, I had a great time with everybody else. But I am so happy that tonight I get to solo camp, and I just really love that. I love solo camping. It's one of my favorite. I can get into my own head, and it's my own space and everything else. So anyways, that is where I'm at tonight. And I'm gonna show you sometime how I set up that tent. I'll show you how I make fires eventually, and I'll show you how I filter water and everything like that. But I still have, I've hiked 195 miles so far of the 500 miles. So I have about another 300 miles left to go. So that's plenty of time for me to show you everything. And I think that in the future, as I hike, I probably will bump into either my old group that I was with or new people, you know. But as of right now, I'm just really, really happy. So there you go. My food is cooking right there. Almost done. I'm all changed clothes. I feel warm and comfortable. Got my headlamp on. Tent set up right there. Food and everything, and I have a bear bag that I hung up down the way. And I've got my Z seat. And in here, hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps. Just a little bit of peppermint schnapps, just for the flavor. It's nice. And I am what you would call the proverbial happy camper.